Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. We're still continuing our lanyard series here in the intermediate category, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to make the father cobra. In the last video I did the mother cobra, and here's an interesting stitch that starts off the same way as that one. So you're going to need a square stitch lanyard as long or as short as you want, but you need the length of the remaining strands to be long enough to make stitches around this all the way to the end, okay? So this stitch, like I said, it starts off as a square stitch lanyard, but we do an interesting stitch on the outside of it that gives it a new look. And it's basically another square stitch around it, but it just looks a little different because it's stretched out. So you're going to take your lanyard and you're going to stick it upside down like this. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better. This is what you have. So what you're going to do is you see this strand in the front. It doesn't matter if this is on the left or on the right, because you can do this stitch the same. But you can see mine is on the right. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to bring that over to the right like this, behind the lanyard now. We'll just keep it facing that way. And I'm going to take that strand of the same color on the other side and bring it over like this. You have your front strand here. You're going to take this and you're going to bring it over this strand and under this loop. And sorry if my thumbs are in the way. I'll show you now. I have big hands, and this is a thin little lanyard. And make sure that's not twisted as well. And I'm actually just going to turn it around for you. You're going to take this, and you're going to bring that over this loop, or over this strand, and under that loop. Make sure that's not twisted when you pull it through. And you're going to pull that tight. So now you have your first stitch of the father cobra. It's basically just a square stitch wrapped around a square stitch. That's all this is. It's not nearly as hard as it looks. So you're just going to keep on doing that until you reach the end. And I'll zoom out a little bit. And if your strands are on the other side of the lanyard, you can still do it. You just have to put the strands to their corresponding sides when you flip them over. And we're going to do this again. So we're going to hit the lamp. We're going to make another stitch. It's kind of hard to see because this lanyard's in the way. Normally when you make lanyards, there's nothing there when you're making new stitches, but this one's a little different. So you're going to make your two loops. The strand is on the left, so you bring it over and under on the left. Make sure it's not twisted. You're going to do the same thing over and under on this side. And you're going to tighten that up. So now you have your second stitch. It looks a little wonky from here, but when you keep doing stitches, you'll start to see the pattern. You're going to do this again. And you don't have to do the two of the same colors first. You can literally just do it in a circle, or in a square technically. I don't know if you can make this into a circle stitch lanyard. Like, I'm sure you can do it with this part, but these outer stitches, I'm not sure if that would work. But you can try. I don't see why it shouldn't. And that last one you stick over the strand under the loop. And just like that. And I'll show you that one more time. And then I'm going to finish this off camera. So I'll start this way. 1, 2, and it kind of sucks that I don't know if it's the string that I'm using, but whenever I do a new stitch, it kind of loosens up a little bit. 1, 2, behind you can see that 3rd and that 4th. You're gonna bring that over and under. Like, see, even now, look, it's so loose. Like, this didn't used to happen to me, but it's happening even with my other Rex lace that I have, so I don't really know what it is. I'm going to show you this, and you can sort of see the form of the father cobra starting to show up. So if that's what you have, then good. That's exactly what you need. And you're going to keep going until you reach the end of your lanyard. Alright, so I've done the entire lanyard, and this is what it looks like. And now I'm ready to finish. To finish, you want to make sure that your last stitch is right on top of the starting stitch of your lanyard. And we're going to do another square stitch, and it's going to be a little smaller because we don't have that square stitch in the middle pushing it, stretching it out. So we're just going to do a regular square stitch, and we're going to do a regular square finishing stitch. So you're going to make it and tighten it a little bit, not all the way. Actually, I think I'm just gonna keep it like that. And then make sure that says it's still loose to an extent. So you're gonna take one strand, bring it over, around, underneath, and through the spot in the middle, like we always do. You're gonna pull that tight. Just like this. And you're gonna cut these ends off, and you're done with the father cobra. So let me get my scissors. I'm gonna throw these extra strands away. And that's it for this video. See you in the next one.